Tonight, I have 2 bedtime stories to read for you. First off, we have Curiously Calm with Curious George. This is George. He is a good little monkey and always very curious. George feels curious every day. He also feels happy, sad, excited, angry, scared, and calm. George is glad to have so many feelings, especially the ones that feel good. But not all of George's feelings feel good. In fact, some of his feelings are quite unpleasant. George knows he can't make these feelings go away, but he can make them smaller. The best way to make an unpleasant feeling smaller is to breathe. But George already breathes all the time. He breathes when he is angry, and when he is frightened, and when he is sad. He breathes when he is awake and asleep, and still, he sometimes feels bad. The kind of breathing George does all day and all night won't help him with his feelings, but special breathing will. George thinks about something he loves: cake. The cake is covered in frosting and candles. He breathes in slowly and deeply through his nose. His imaginary cake smells wonderful. Then whoosh, George lets out all his breath. Blowing out imaginary candles makes George feel better, so he decides to do it again. He wonders what else he can do to make unpleasant feelings smaller. He can try different things for different feelings. When George feels angry, he can walk away. He can also play with a pet. Their soft fur helps him feel peaceful. And he can talk to a trusted friend, especially one who listens well. But what about when he is scared? When George is scared, he can try to be brave, but sometimes that is hard. When George is alone or doing something he's never done before, he doesn't feel brave at all. When he is scared, there is another trick George can try. He can do just a bit of the hard thing, and then just a little bit more. George feels proud of himself when he is brave. George is curious about one more feeling. It's the way he feels when he makes a mistake, or his friends are too busy to play, or things don't go the way he wanted. When George feels sad, he can take some special breaths. He can talk to someone he loves, and then he can do something fun. George can make something, play a game, or look at his favorite book. But George doesn't feel sad right now. He doesn't feel angry, and he doesn't feel scared. After thinking about so many feelings, George feels tired, but he knows just what to do about that. He can rest and eat a healthy snack and find pictures in the clouds. So that's what George does, and then he feels better. The end. Before I read the second bedtime story for tonight, we will take a short little break. You can use this time to use the bathroom, to get something to drink, or continue resting and getting more comfortable. It is time for a second bedtime story. I will be reading Penny and Her Song. Chapter 1. Penny came home from school with a song. "Listen, Mama," said Penny. "It's my very own song." Penny started to sing. "One is nice." "Your song is beautiful," said Mama, "but you will wake up the babies." So Penny looked for Papa. "Listen, Papa," said Penny. "It's my very own song." Penny started to sing. "One is nice, two is nice." "Your song is wonderful," said Papa, "but the babies are asleep." So Penny went to her room and shut the door. She started to sing. "One is nice, two is nice, three is even better." Penny stopped. She wanted someone to listen to her. Penny sang to herself in the mirror. That didn't work. Penny sang to her glass animals. That didn't work either. Penny made faces at herself in the mirror. Then she moved her glass animals around on the top of her dresser. She almost forgot about her song. Soon it was time to eat. "Listen, everyone," said Penny. "It's my very own song." Penny started to sing. "One is nice, two is nice, three is even better, four is nice." "Not at the table," said Mama. "After dinner," said Papa. After dinner, Penny sang for Mama and Papa and the babies. "That was beautiful," said Mama. "That was wonderful," said Papa. The babies made baby noises. "Thank you," said Penny. Penny sang her song again. Then everyone sang Penny's song. Mama sang high and softly. Papa sang low and loudly. Penny sang in the middle and clearly, beautifully. The babies sang in their own baby way. Then they did a little show. Mama wore funny sunglasses. Papa wore a silly hat. Penny wore her feather boa, and the babies wore what they were wearing, and they all sang and sang and sang. "I'm tired," said Mama. She flopped onto a chair. "I'm tired," said Papa. He plopped onto the sofa. The babies were tired. They fell asleep in their basket. Mama laughed. "At first I thought you would wake up the babies," she said. "And now," said Papa, "you have helped them fall asleep." Penny yawned. She was tired too. "We had a good time," said Penny. "Speaking of time," said Mama, "do you know what time it is now?" "Time to sing again?" said Penny. "No," said Papa, "time for bed." Mama turned off the light. Papa picked up the babies. Penny led the way upstairs. Everyone kissed everyone. "Will I remember my song in the morning?" asked Penny. "Yes," said Mama. "Are you sure?" asked Penny. "Yes," said Papa. And they were right. Penny remembered her song beautifully. The end.